The movie opens in spectacular fashion. A packed arena vibrating with the energy of thousands of screaming fans. Spotlights sweep across the crowd as Huntrix, the world-famous K-pop trio, prepares to take the stage. But before their performance begins, the film cuts away into a flashback. Long ago, demons roamed freely between the human world and the demon realm, hunting human souls to deliver to their king, Gui Ma. Humanity stood no chance until a group of legendary heroes rose to fight them. Their voices carried power, and through song they created a massive magical barrier known as the Hanmoon, a shield that sealed the demons below. With every generation, a new trio of demon hunters emerges, each group reinforcing the Hanmoon, strengthening it, and pushing it toward its ultimate evolution. The Golden Hanmoon, a state so powerful that demons would be cut off from humanity forever. Young Roomie, Zoe, and Mira, long before their fame, are shown in their training days, already preparing for the destiny that awaits them. Back in the present, the camera returns to the electrifying concert as Huntrix is introduced one by one. Mira, the black sheep of her family. Zoe, the razor-sharp rapper with unmatched confidence. And Roomie, the leader whose voice has long been the source of her strength. Soon after, the group boards a private plane to get food before their show. Their manager, Bobby, calls them in a panic, wondering where they've gone. That's when the trio realizes that something is wrong. The stewardesses aren't human. They're demons in disguise, attempting to whisk Huntrix away and sabotage their concert. A chaotic airborne battle erupts, complete with vocals that act as literal weapons. The girls defeat the demon crew and leap out of the plane, skydiving directly into their own concert. They land on stage in perfect formation, continuing the performance without missing a beat. As they sing, the Hanmoon reacts. Pulses of magical color radiate across the sky, and the fans cheer even louder, unaware of the supernatural forces at play. Meanwhile, deep in the demon realm, the defeated demons kneel before their king, Gui Ma. This is where the audience meets Jinu, a charismatic demon musician whose voice catches Gui Ma's attention. Jinu proposes a clever plan. Create a demon boy band to compete directly with Huntrix for fans. If enough humans switch allegiance, the Hanmoon will weaken and eventually shatter. Above ground, Huntrix gathers backstage to discuss their next steps. They realize they briefly saw the Golden Hanmoon forming during their performance. Excited but exhausted, Zoe and Mira hope for a break after their long tour. But Roomie immediately announces their next project, a brand new single called Golden, which must be prepared right away. A flashy montage shows the filming of their music video, fan reactions flooding social media, and relentless practice sessions. But in the middle of it all, Roomie begins to struggle. Her voice cracks. She panics. Dark markings creep up her neck. Demon markings. The film flashes back to her childhood, revealing that Roomie is secretly half demon, born from a human mother and a demon father. She hides on a rooftop to cope and accidentally unleashes a glimpse of her demon nature. That night, back at home, the group discusses their absence at the live performance, and Zoe mentions a strange voice doctor she knows. The trio visits him, an eccentric man who prescribes oddly packaged juice packets to help Roomie recover. Outside the clinic, they encounter the demon boy band for the first time. Baby, Romance, Abby, Mystery, and their leader Jinu. Their human disguises are flawless. For a moment, Huntrix finds themselves mesmerized by the boy's charm. But the spell breaks when Jinu bumps into Roomie, mocks her, and leaves her unsettled. Later, the girls hear distant music. The Saja Boys performing a surprise live show. Their new song, Soda Pop, is ridiculously catchy, and despite themselves, Huntrix starts bobbing their heads. That's when they realize the horrifying truth. These boys are demons. They suit up in their rarely used battle outfits and prepare to eliminate the threat. But the Saja boys unexpectedly pull them into a reality TV show segment, forcing them to play along. After the segment ends, the boys flee, and Huntrix chases them into a bathhouse. A chaotic mini-battle erupts between soap bubbles and steam. During a clash with Roomie, Jinoo accidentally sees her demon markings and immediately hides them for her, revealing that he knows she's not fully human. Back in the demon realm, Jinoo reports to Guima, telling him Roomie has demon blood but is beyond his control. Guima orders him to use her weakness against the hunters. At home, Bobby warns the trio that the Saja boys are skyrocketing in popularity and stealing massive numbers of fans. Huntrix decides it's time for a diss track, but before they can start, Roomie encounters Derpy the Tiger and Sussy, Jinoo's two demon companions, who lure her into a meeting. Roomie attacks what she believes is Jinoo, only to discover it was a mannequin. Jinoo appears and tells her a tragic version of his past, earning her sympathy. They return home, and Huntrix begins crafting their new diss track, Takedown. A montage follows, the group writing lyrics, slaying demons, dealing with award shows, and seeing the Hanmoon weaken as the Saja boys dominate. Desperate to win back fans, Huntrix hosts a meet and greet, but the Saja boys crash the event. Chaos follows, awkward fan interactions, comedic rivalry moments, and more evidence that the Saja boys are winning. Soon the boy band celebrates reaching 50 million fans, thanking followers online as souls vanish across the human world. News stations report mass disappearances, all linked to the weakening Hanmoon. Roomie arranges another meeting with Jinoo, suggesting he can be saved once Huntrix completes the golden Hanmoon. Jinoo seems touched but uncertain. When they part, there's clear chemistry between them. Back at practice, Roomie begins rethinking the lyrics to their diss track, frustrating Zoe and Mira. Tensions boil over right as the Hanmoon flashes a warning color. They follow it to a train station, discovering hordes of demons pouring in through rifts. Huntrix battles relentlessly. They win, but all the passengers vanish, and their inner conflict worsens. Roomie meets Jinoo again, and the two emotionally connect. She convinces him to throw the Idol Awards to help seal the Hanmoon. But just as hope seems near, Jinoo gets violently dragged back to the demon realm. Guima forces him to remember the truth. Jinoo once abandoned his own family to save himself. Broken, Roomie returns home, where she reconciles with Zoe and Mira. She even jokes about going to the bathhouse once the demon problem is solved, something she's avoided because of her markings. The trio agrees to perform their new song Golden at the awards instead of the diss track. The Idol Awards begin, the biggest event of the year. If Huntrix wins, the golden Hanmoon will form. If Saja boys win, the demons take over. But the boys never appear for their slot, seemingly confirming Jinoo's cooperation. Huntrix takes the stage and delivers their best performance yet. The Hanmoon glows brighter than ever. But everything collapses in seconds. Demons kidnap Bobby to lure Zoe and Mira away. Then imposters posing as them appear on stage, forcing Roomie into performing the wrong song. Takedown. The fake performance exposes Roomie's demon form publicly. The real Zoe and Mira watch in disbelief, devastated by her deception. They push Roomie away. Heartbroken, Roomie flees and searches for Jinoo. Instead, she finds the real truth of his betrayal. He abandoned his family to save himself. Jinoo vanishes, leaving Roomie in despair, hollow and broken. With Huntrix shattered, the Saja boys launch their final attack, summoning humanity to a massive stadium concert to harvest souls. Even Bobby, Mira, and Zoe blindly walk toward the arena. Roomie confronts Celine, begging her to end her suffering. She can't do it, and tries to cover up her demon markings. But Roomie refuses to hide her marks anymore. She embraces her identity, declaring she will destroy the old Hanmoon, and vanishes like a demon. Meanwhile, the Saja boys prepare for the moment they've been building toward, a mass performance designed to harvest every last human soul in their fandom. A massive overhead shot reveals thousands of people flooding into the stadium in perfect sync, chanting Saja like puppets on strings. It's their biggest crowd yet, and every single person is under their control. The Saja boys take the stage, beginning their performance. The arena erupts in purple light as the beat drops, and the audience, barely human anymore, screams their name. It's the perfect feeding ground, the moment Gui Ma has waited for. Then, everything stops. Roomie enters. She's nearly unrecognizable, drained, broken, and marked with full demon sigils across her skin. Gui Ma appears before her, mocking her, taunting her for standing alone. For a moment she looks defeated, but instead of succumbing, she opens her mouth and sings. Not a Huntrix song, not a demon chant, something entirely her own. Her voice cracks through the purple haze, a single, raw note, a spark of a new Hanmoon. The sound hits Zoe and Mira like lightning. Their eyes widen as the trance breaks. They clutch their chests as Roomie's melody reaches them, pulling them out of the void. One by one, they add their own voices, improvising new harmonies as they push toward each other across the stadium floor. Gui Ma panics. He tears open the ground and summons waves of demons to swarm the stage, but it's too late. The trio is back together. Huntrix reunites in a surge of light and immediately tears through the demons. Their combined vocals shift the entire stadium from Saja's signature purple to bright blue, the color of restored human souls. The three meet at center stage in a tight embrace, and a massive new Hanmoon explodes outward, bathing the arena in light. The Saja boys, cornered by the rising shield, are forced to fight. Gui Ma gathers every last demon into a single devastating blast, aimed directly at Roomie. Roomie braces to die, but Jinu appears instead, stepping between her and the blast, shielding her with his entire body. It's a final, heartbreaking sacrifice. Roomie collapses as he fades. She whispers that she wanted to save him, but Jinu smiles, telling her she already did. She saved his soul. With his last breath, he passes his power into her and disappears forever. Powered by Jinu and uplifted by the stadium's restored crowd, Roomie rises with a new strength. Zoe and Mira instantly cut down the remaining Saja boys in rapid, synchronized attacks. Finally, the trio combines their voices into one last supercharged strike, obliterating Gui Ma in a massive explosion that restores the Hanmoon to its pure, golden form. Peace finally returns. In the final scenes, Huntrix relaxes at a sauna, Roomie proudly showing her markings with no shame. They finally consider taking a break, joking about their couch plans. But when fans scream outside, they smile and head out, because they're idols, hunters, and protectors. The film ends quietly with a shot of Jinu's demon companions, suggesting the story may not be over.